Sometimes I think I don't need to come anymore. I think I'm all right. But then I know that Angeline's still there. It's Lindy's. It sounds so stupid, I know, and we've talked about it 10,000 times, but the thing is that... Can you imagine?
For a moment I thought you had gone drag.
I've got a cupboard full of dresses. I've got to hide these things away. I don't know where to put them, and yet I can't get rid of them.
Have you spoken to Graham about this?
God, no. He doesn't even know my real name.
Tex? Yeah, please.
I'll find the whiskey.
I think you should. What is this?
Don't shout it.
Treatment, Jonathan. You can be.
I'm not attracted to the idea of walking around without any hair, you know? I'm feeling sick and weak all day.
I've decided to go ahead with this treatment. I know how hard that was,
You know what that does to you?
but you've made a great decision.
What do your folks think?
My dad exploded. My mom, I think she'll be a little sad. And my sister Linda, well, most of her friends are gay.
Hi.
Hi, boys. I hope I'm not disturbing.
No, not at all.
But I just thought I'd drop by to give you a little welcome to your new sheltered giftlet.
Thank you.
And this is for you.
Thank you. That's very sweet.
I see you still got quite a bit to do.
Yeah, first day.
Just promise me one thing. Just promise me you'll look after the vibes of my little house. They're very, very special, very magic.
We will.
You look after them. They'll look after you.
Thanks.
Anyway, I'm all excited too. Leaving for Perth tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow. Of course, I'm very sad to leave this beautiful country, because it is beautiful, but it's just, if you have children... Of course, the two of you are lucky. It's unlikely that you'll ever have children. But of course, these days there's always cloning. Well, gotta be off. Hope you're very happy.
Thank you.
Hi.
Bye-bye.
Do you think you can handle two of me?
I mean, these last couple of days it's just been like a nightmare. I can't believe he's not there anymore.
And I just feel so useless. I wish there was something I could do to help you.
And there's so many things I don't understand.
I know. My life is not exactly a bed of roses either.
No, why? I mean, there's the baby and...
Jonathan started his treatment today.
No. He's what? However, yeah. He's got leukemia. Yeah. He started chemotherapy today.
It's okay. It's okay.
Hello, Jonathan. How are you feeling?
I'm not handling this. That is how I'm feeling. What the hell did I do to deserve this? To think that you actually prescribe this sort of treatment for people. Death would be released, believe me. I don't want my child seeing me as some sort of sicko. Nor Anna, for that matter.
Who's Anna?
I mean, Maria.
Jonathan, if you'd like to talk, some counseling maybe, I can arrange that. In fact, I think that would be a good idea for you and for Maria.
So that's the next step, is it? A shrink! That's all I'm short of. Someone trying to teach me how to accept my lot in life. Please.
I'll drop by in the morning and make sure you get something for the nausea. Goodbye, Jonathan.
Oliver. I'm sorry.
How's that? Just the lady we've been waiting for.
Hi, Lindy. How are you? How are you doing?
Not well without you, my darling. Come, meet Nazan, the new owner of the club. Nazan, this is Tex. Tex by day and Angeline of the night.
Angeline of the night. My pleasure. How would you like to work at the new Dangles?
Just doesn't work for me anymore.
But Tex, you're the best. How can you ignore your talents?
I'm in love. Totally, desperately head over heels in love. Body and soul.
Well, that should make it good.
I'm serious.
Love song.
You'd freak if you had to find out.
You know, I can say that you're totally smitten, but why should he give up something for someone else?
Must have his reasons.
Do you need money?
What kind of a question is that?
Fine. Then we'll open on Saturday. You do 3 numbers, and I'll make sure that you're well paid.
How well?
Well, let's go to my office, and we can talk about money.
Miss Maxwell.
Good morning, Miss Micaiah. Can I help you?
I hope so. I'm busy with an article on the history of Lawrence International, and I thought you could help me if you have a minute.
Well, there's nothing I could tell you that public relations doesn't already have. Cliff Gregg knows the whole history of the company.
Oh, but you were Mr. Frank Lawrence's secretary for 20 years.
Well, yes, but I dealt mainly with his personal affairs, not the day-to-day running of the company.
Oh, that's perfect. You see, I want to know more about Frank Lawrence, the man.
What did you say this was for?
Oh, I didn't. But it's for today's business. They want a profile on Lawrence International, and I thought it only best to start with Mr. Frank Lawrence.
And what do you want to know about him?
I need to build up his profile.
Oh?
Was he a family man?
Absolutely. He was a devoted father and husband. I think I'm going to speak to Mr. Gregg about this.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
I beg your pardon.
There is no article. Miss Maxwell, I'm doing this for my mother. If you have any loyalty to the memory of Frank Lawrence, then you need to listen to me very carefully.
Should we be discussing this in the office?
Have you any other suggestions?
Yes. We'll see you after work. On the balcony.
Okay. The balcony at 6? Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Hello, Frank. Hello, Sarah. Are you having fun? Why don't we go to the zoo today? But why? I thought the zoo was your best place.
But the blue man died and Mommy can't stop crying.
Where is Mommy?
We don't know.
All right, let's go look for her. Let's go. I've thought about things very carefully. I have another life, Nancy. I have another woman in my life. I can't just start over again. It's too late.
Oh, Daniel, look at this. Isn't this nice? Huh? And this for the morning. Hmm? The button. That is beautiful. I'll definitely take all of it. Thank you. Oh, I can't wait to be Mrs. LaRue. I've done with it all. Sunrise, the sunset, the night, the miserable years. God forgive me.
Who was he?
My friend, Patrick. Patrick Sterling.
What happened?
He was hijacked and shot. And he died.
Anna, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
Well, Dad's got some time off today. What shall we do?
I want a motor car, a real one. And a dog called Prudence.
I don't think you can call a doll Prudence. It's an ugly name.
Well, let's go shopping.
Yay!
Anna, don't you want to come with us?
No. I'd rather stay, if you don't mind.
Of course. Well, let's go shopping. Come on, let's go. Let's go and show Sarah. Let's go. Okay. But do you love me lots? Hey! Is it on right now? See? How do I look? Squeeze me. You want that? Are you happy? Let's go and play out.
What is wrong? What have you got there?
Nothing! Nothing!
Okay. Why don't you tell me exactly what this is all about, Miss Micaiah?
Did you know about Emily Micaiah?
Your mother? Was I supposed to?
I believe you knew her.
What makes you think that?
Because Frank Lawrence knew her very well. Intimately, in fact.
Oh, you've got a nerve. Frank Lawrence has been dead for more than 10 years.
My mother is trying to find her lost son, Frank Lawrence's child.
Oh, I think you're allowing your imagination to run wild, Miss McCallum.
We would rather keep this out of court now, wouldn't we?
Why are you doing this?
Are you going to help me find my half-brother?
You're not going to get anywhere. Believe me.
That's what you think. Thanks for all your help, Miss Maxwell.
And then maybe after the show we could go and get a child or something. Chinese, Italian, what do you think?
Graham, got a problem on Saturday night.
Don't tell me.
My Uncle Stuart's here, and he's going back to London on Sunday morning. He wants me to have dinner with him.
Tex, you know I've been planning this all week. I mean, I've arranged it with my sister. We're going to go to the club.
You want me to phone him and tell him I can't make it? He's like a father to me, Graham. That's my folks when I was young.
It's all right. Go have dinner with your uncle. Besides, my sister's going to be there with her boyfriend. It's cool.
You don't understand. You've got a family. I've got no one.
Don't bring my family into this. Besides, you're not alone.
Thanks. I love you very much. Do you want to come with?
I don't think so. Besides, my sister will be very angry if I don't arrive.
Got my back.
Hi, Els. I'm on my way. Are you going somewhere?
As a matter of fact, I am.
Well, enjoy it.
I will, thank you.
Bye-bye, Els.
Goodbye. Of course she knows. You better believe it.
Are you sure, Mama?
Oh, Namvula, when it came to Frank's affairs, Miss Maxwell knew everything.
So, what now?
She'll make the next move. Make no mistake, Namvula. We just have to play the waiting game. By the end of the week, I would guess.
You know, Mother's arriving tomorrow night.
Yes, I know.
She'll only be staying for a couple of days. I spoke to her very briefly on the phone, and she wants to go to Cape Town soon. El Vista, it's been standing empty for a long time now.
This is your house and your mother's.
And yours, Anna.
I've been giving the future a great deal of thought.
Do you still want to carry on with the divorce?
Yes, I do.
Even although you've lost Patrick?
Yes, even now.
Anna, don't you think we stand a chance? I want you back, Anna.
I don't understand you, Joseph. You tell me you love another woman. How can you just change the way you feel?
Well, I don't always understand the way I feel. It's so easy to be obsessed with something you can't have.
I think we should be friends. For the children's sake as well. You were wonderful with them today. I loved every minute.
Yes, I did too. I didn't know that being a father could be such fun.
I want to go and live on Gevelkrans. I think it's good for the children to grow up on a farm. And there's a very good school in Philippolis.
But isn't it an Afrikaans school?
What's wrong with that? But I want my children, our children, to also speak Afrikaans.
Yes, of course. Anna.
Mm-hmm.
Will you have dinner with me one night?
I'd like that.
Thank you. I've done with it all. The miserable